Hi, I'm Aaron Sucov.
I'm Mustafa Farooqui.
And I'm Amogh. We're from South Brunswick High School, and our product is Eryuda.
So I'd like to start off our presentation with a brief story. When I was 13, me and my family went to Africa, and it was astounding because all of the children would come up to us and ask for food, money, and also things like pens and pencils. The whole community valued education just as much as basic necessities.
We've all seen people value education so highly. So this raises the question of why.
Why do people care so much about education, and why should developing countries invest more money into education when a significant portion of their population doesn't always have access to basic necessities? Well, it's because education serves as a long-term investment for the future success and growth of the underprivileged. Without a better education, future generations have nearly no hope of breaking the cycle of poverty and achieving a better quality of life.
Internet access is and will continue to be the most efficient and effective way of educating and improving the lives of the masses. And this is because of the internet allows for instant access to information, long distance communication, the sharing of ideas, and updates on current events. Despite these benefits, though, around 82% of Africa still doesn't have reliable internet access, and many don't have internet access in parts of Latin America or Asia either. This is because providing people with internet is expensive, and in more rural areas, setting up all of the equipment needed for internet access is simply impractical.
Eryuda's way of solving this problem is with a mobile computer lab, capable of creating its own Wi-Fi. A mobile computer lab is simply a vehicle, like a school bus or a van, with computers in it that goes where it's needed. It's an incredibly underutilized way of getting computers to people who can't afford their own. Our way of bypassing the issue of connecting the computers to the internet is by creating our own small scale cellular network and connecting it to a mobile hotspot.
Thanks to the innovative OpenBTS software, nearly anyone can build their own small cellular network for relatively cheap. The provided cellular network allows a mobile hotspot, which only costs around $80 to provide Wi-Fi. This setup should allow for reliable access to internet everywhere. Trained teachers will be able to instruct those using the computers on what they can do with them and how to take advantage of the internet access. After going through training in order to not only communicate with a certain community, but also undergoing training to teach basic computer skills and other topics, primarily in STEM, these teachers should be able to create a real change within these communities for the better.
Overall, one time expenses would total to around $18,000, and yearly expenses would be around $1,000 to $2,000 per year per truck. Though these expenses may seem like much, they're much lower than the hundreds of thousands of dollars it would cost to directly install and maintain internet access in rural communities.
In terms of competition, there really isn't any current way to spread education and knowledge on the same scale that the internet can without requiring significantly more resources than what's needed for connection to the internet. In developing countries, many areas are not covered by cellular service, and lots of people are too poor to afford electronics anyway. Some of the main ways of providing internet service in these places is through other stationary or mobile computer labs. However, these other computer labs are confined to urban areas where there's already some sort of cellular service or Wi Fi. Eryuda would be the first company to provide millions of underprivileged people worldwide with access to internet and computers.
So for our CRRE, Eryuda has the ability to raise portability and reach since we can basically go anywhere in the world, and will also reduce high costs and effectiveness. It will eliminate the lack of Wi-Fi and geographical barriers since people can teach other people anywhere since they can use Wi-Fi. It will also create the ability to help rural areas and provide obstacle-free education. Eryuda is primarily targeted towards local, city, and national governments. Since individuals most likely would not be able to afford our product, larger organizations, most likely governments, would be more willing and able to spend it in order to benefit their communities. In the future, Eryuda plans to partner with already established companies that have found success in similar markets. With their expected financial income and our partnerships, we hope to increase the quality of our services.
I'd like to end our presentation with a quote from Nelson Mandela that says, "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world." Thank you for listening to our presentation.